This is the story of a woman who changed everything in 90 days. Her name was Sarah. She was 28 years old. She lived in Manchester in a small flat she could barely afford. Sarah worked at a call center. Every day she answered angry customer calls for 8 hours. The pay was terrible. The job was soul-crushing. She felt invisible. Every evening after work, Sarah would come home exhausted. She would eat cheap, instant noodles. She would scroll through her phone for hours. She would see other people living amazing lives. Then she would fall asleep around midnight feeling empty. This was her routine for 3 years. Wake up, Tita, go to work. Come home. Waste time, sleep. Repeat. Sarah had dreams once. She wanted to work in marketing. She wanted to create things. She wanted to matter. But those dreams felt impossible now. She had no degree, no experience, no connections. Just debt and disappointment. One Sunday morning, something happened that changed everything. Sarah woke up at 5 a.m. by accident. Her neighbor upstairs was moving furniture. The noise woke her up. She was annoyed at first. But then she looked out her window. The sun was just starting to rise. The street was completely quiet. No cars, no people, just silence. Sarah made herself a cup of tea. She sat by the window. For the first time in years, her mind felt clear. No rushing, no stress, just peace. She started thinking, what if I woke up this early every day? What could I do with this time? That morning, Sarah made a decision. Starting tomorrow, she would wake up at 5 a.m. Not sometimes, every single day. The next morning, her alarm went off at 5 a.m. Her body screamed at her to go back to sleep, but she remembered that peaceful feeling. She got up. Sarah did not have a plan yet. She just sat with her tea and thought, what do I actually want? The answer came quickly. I want to learn graphic design. I want to escape this call center. So that became her mission. Every morning at 5 a.m., she would teach herself graphic design. She found free tutorials on YouTube. She downloaded free design software. She started learning. The first week was brutal. She was so tired. Her eyes hurt. Her brain felt foggy, but she showed up every morning. By week 2, something shifted. Waking up at 5 a.m. became easier. Her body adjusted, and the design tutorials started making sense. Sarah created a simple routine. 5 a.m. to 6 a.m., learn design, watch tutorials, practice, make mistakes. Try again. 6 a.m. to 6:30 a.m. Go for a walk, clear your head, get some fresh air. 6:30 a.m. to 7 a.m. Plan her day. Write down goals. Stay focused. Then at 7 a.m., she would get ready for her call center job. But now, she had a secret. She was not just a call center worker anymore. She was building something. Every morning while everyone else was sleeping, she was becoming someone new. Week 3 arrived. Sarah completed her first design project. It was a simple poster. Nothing professional, but it was hers. She felt proud. By week 6, she had created 10 different designs. She was getting better, faster, more confident. She started a portfolio on a free website. She posted her work online. Week 8 changed everything. Sarah saw a job posting. A small company in Manchester needed a junior graphic designer. No degree required. Just show us your work. Her heart raced. This was it. The chance she had been building towards. She applied that same day. She sent them her portfolio, 12 designs she had created during those early mornings. 3 days later, they called her. They wanted an interview. Sarah could not believe it. 2 months ago, she was just a tired call center worker with no hope. Now she had an interview for her dream job. The interview went well. They liked her work. They asked her how she learned so fast. Sarah told them the truth. I wake up at 5 a.m. every day. I teach myself. I practice. I never skip a day. The hiring manager smiled. That is exactly the kind of person we need. Someone who shows up even when it is hard. 1 week later, Sarah got the job. She cried when she got the call. Happy tears. Relief tears. Pride tears. She gave her notice at the call center. Her last day felt like freedom. 3 months ago, she was stuck. Now, she was moving forward. Sarah started her new job. The PI was better. The work was creative. She loved it, but here is the important part. She did not stop waking up at 5 a.m. Now she used that morning hour differently. She learned advanced design skills. She worked on side projects. She kept growing. That hour was sacred. It was hers. Nobody could take it away. 6 months after that first accidental 5 a.m. wake-up, Sarah had transformed completely. New job, new skills, new confidence. Her flat was still small, but it did not feel like a prison anymore. People at work would ask her, "How did you learn design so fast? How did you change careers so quickly?" Sarah always gave the same answer. "I stopped wasting my evenings. I started using my mornings." 1 year later, Sarah got promoted. She became a senior designer. She was leading projects, teaching junior designers, making 3 times what she made at the call center. Every morning at 5 a.m., Sarah still woke up. Not because she had to, because that hour changed her life. It gave her hope when she had none. It gave her skills when she had nothing. It gave her a future when everything felt hopeless. Here is what Sarah learned. Most people think change takes years, but real change happens in small moments. 1 hour at a time, 1 morning at a time. When you wake up at 5 a.m., the world is asleep. Your phone is quiet. Your mind is fresh. Nobody is demanding anything from you yet. That hour is pure possibility. Sarah went from broke and hopeless to thriving in 90 days. She did not win the lottery. Nobody gave her money. She did not have rich parents or lucky breaks. She just woke up early and worked on herself, while everyone else was sleeping. The difference between where you are now and where you want to be is not luck. It is not talent. It is what you do with your mornings. Between 5 a.m. and 7 a.m., you can build anything. A new skill, a new career, a new life. Sarah had nothing special. She was just tired of being stuck. So she made one decision. Wake up at 5 a.m. Learn something new. Never quit. That decision changed everything, and it can change everything for you too. Tomorrow morning at 5 a.m., you have a choice. Hit snooze and stay the same, or get up and start building. Sarah chose to get up. That is why her life is completely different now. What will you choose?